Howdy, welcome back. I'm back in North Yorkshire. I love it around here. Harrogate, Knaresborough, not far from where I am today, are both phenomenal places to go for a pub crawl, really are. So, I'm expecting big things from this as well, from Ripon, the city of Ripon, nonetheless. Looks a lovely place. Looks to be sort of 14, 15 pubs here, so reasonable day. Still full of cold, so yeah, can't wait to get dosed up with night nurse again tonight and have a good night's sleep. But yeah, pleased to be here, looking forward to it. It is 12:30 on a Thursday in December, and we're going to crack on with the south side end of the city, see where we get to. So pub number one is this, the South Lodge. Looks a foodie type place, I would hazard a guess that. Food served, beer garden, pub games, live sports, bit of all things to all men. Pretty cool barrel tables and stuff outside. Not that I'm 100% sure who they think is going to be sitting outside when it's like 6 degrees, but you know, don't worry about it. South Lodge, pub number one on my day. Very well presented, very neat, very tidy. Very nice chap running at the place. No cask, limited sort of way. It's your regular suspects on the taps, but a very nice looking place. Plenty of screens, pool table, you know, proper pub. Yeah, it's I think it's probably an Amber Taverns or something like that, so quite smart. I can't see any sign of any food or anything, so there you go. Pool table, nicely presented. Some nice nice doors and stuff on the toilets, nice stained glass. Yeah, it's a very well looked after, nice enough looking pub. Work around the outskirts fully to start with, rather than sort of dipping in and out of the middle. So 10-12 minute walk over from there will bring you to this navigation. Set down here on a little tiny residentially style bit of the city. So nice looking little pub, obviously an old school one. Food being served, breakfast, burgers, pizzas, pub classics, Sunday roasts. Biggest and best in Ripon. Now that is a claim to fame, isn't it? Biggest and best roast in the area. Shame it's not a Sunday. Let's get into the navigation. Beauty. So yeah, sat down here in a very quiet sort of part, away from the city centre, but a very nice looking little space. You can tell it's an old pub. I would put it somewhere around probably late 1800s. But yes, I'm just sad it's not Sunday. I'll be trying one of those roasts, but lovely looking little gaff. One cask going on. It is Green King IPA, but there is a cask out and they do quite well on it apparently. So show you around. Tour of what is on in here, but it's a beautiful little place. Low ceilings, very nicely presented little gaff again as well. And people that run it used to run an absolutely wonderful little bar in Grantham called Retro. That was probably the standout bar of the place for me when I went over there. So they know what they're doing, and I can see they've got their head screwed on all right. Nice little place, definitely feels like it could be a bit of a locals gaff, and I love it. Weather's getting worse, but pretty standard. A 2-minute walk then will bring you down to the edge of the river, which is flowing fast today, and to this, the Water Rat, which looks a beaut again. So tiny little side street off the main road, only a 2-minute walk. Cathedral in sight and the river. I said in summer, guarantee you sitting out here will be absolutely beautiful. So yeah, heard good things about this one. Let's get in and see it for ourselves. The Water Rat, stop 3 of my day so far. Yeah, big fan of this. I've heard good things about it. It's got a lovely restaurant space and a top looking menu. But I'm not here for the food, I am here for the ale. And you know what, they've got 4 top quality cask ales on offer. It's a really nice looking gaff. It's got a little fire going in the front. The view, if you sit in a restaurant and you have some food, sitting out looking over the river, yeah, you're not going to run with that. Let me take you on the little tour. Yeah, with Evil Elf from Rudgate. I like Rudgate stuff. Jorvik is a top beer as well. But there is my Evil Elf. I'm going to wander around this way. So yeah, sitting just over there, look, to have some dinner and looking out on that absolutely lovely, proper old pub. And as I said, there is a little fire going just down here. The staff are warming themselves in front of, which is not a bad idea, that is it? I might come and sit in there myself. Lovely place, and there is even another little room around to this side. If you want to sit away from the windows or the fire, you can sit in here, which is another lovely little room. Look, what a top pub. Very impressed all the way through with this. That is a lovely, lovely little pub. Super people running it. Food offering looks fantastic. The ale was absolutely on point. Cannot quibble with that at all. So yeah, Ripon thus far, doing all right. It's about to chuck it now. I'm going to get soaked tonight, which is not good. But let's get on with it. Into the city centre and pub number 4 with this. It's the Black Bull, today's sponsors. Big shout out to them for having me. It is a Green King pub. According to the signage, looks very, very nice. I've heard massively good things about their food offering, particularly the Yorkshire pudding wraps. So while we're here, we might as well get some lunch down us as well. But yeah, nice looking building right here on the edge of the city centre bit. So loads of pubs, close vicinity. Looking forward to the Black Bull. This place is lovely. So it's a Green King building, but it isn't a Green King pub. So they rent the building from a Green King, which of course means they're not tied to having Green King's beers and can order in from elsewhere, including, it's that time of year again folks, Belgian Blue from Bradfield. Big fan of the Belgian Blue. The menu, pretty cool. Got to treat myself to a Yorkshire pudding wrap, haven't I? So got one of those on the way. Let me take you on the old tour of this. Take you around on here. So yeah, it's that time of year. So every year, farmers, Belgian Blue, definitely a big favourite of mine. A nice fire going in on that side. So I've got myself a Yorkshire pudding wrap on the way. All set up for Christmas. One of those funky things in the floor. But it's a nice looking bar area, and it's not the end of the pub just there either. So we head on through to this side, which I assume is more maybe of the restaurant-y sort of vibe coming round. You've got another gorgeous fire going on in this side over here, look. So plenty of stuff going on in a lovely old pub that's been treated and looked after very, very well. Yeah, I said I'd heard good things about the Yorkshire pudding wraps, but just look at that. The pork Yorkshire pudding wrap looks absolutely mouth-watering. That Yorkshire wrap puts any Christmas market to shame. And the gravy, you can tell the 3 days to make that gravy apparently. Bone marrow, all sorts go into it, and you can taste the quality. Absolutely amazing. Right, not far to go to the next one though. Come out, spot the Hornblower Tavern, straight opposite. So we'll do that as stop number 5 of our day. Now that I'm fed, might as well get on with getting thoroughly watered. Hornblower Tavern, next stop. That little free house. So dates back to, it's got to be mid to late 1800s, I would say. Looking at it, nice high ceilings. It's clearly a sports pub, football pub. It's got Leeds stuff, Liverpool, Man United, Norwich. No Forest stuff though. But yeah, nice people, nice landlord, nice bunch of locals in here, and yeah, decent little tap mix. So yeah, free house with Summersby apple, Summersby blackberry as well. Holly would be very happy. She loves those. But yeah, Leeds United, Norwich City, Man United, Liverpool. You know, you're not going to be discriminated against. Even if you support a good team like Forest, you're not going to get discriminated against in here. I am sure. There's less of that laughing. Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, I get that everywhere I go. But yeah, nice little free house. Good old pub. Sat here watching the world go by out on the square and stuff. So good pub, good people. A little gas where salt of the earth people, but you find that in Yorkshire, don't you? Everywhere you go, the people are they're just good people. Head up this way into the rest of the city centre for the rest of the loop around here. Here's the Unicorn Hotel, and it is, as you can see, the City Spoons. They've got a lounge, but yeah, the Wetherspoons Unicorn Hotel. No craft union that I'm aware of, so yeah. We'll have to make do with the Wetherspoons. Let's go and see what the carpet's like in this one. Unicorn, stop 6. Santa's a little belcher. Thank you very much, sir. So, Doombar on as usual, Yorkshire Arts Blondes, and that Kirkstall Black Man Porter. Absolutely super beer. We're going with this. Always good for the Christmas ones. Thank you very much, sir. All sort of centred around Lewis Carroll. You know the guy that wrote Alice in Wonderland? Yeah, apparently he visited Ripon many times. And his father was something to do with the cathedral as well. One of the carers for the cathedral back in the 1800s. So the Unicorn, Lewis Carroll, that is why it's called the Unicorn Inn. So it's a nice size. That's not a bad little beer lineup. This Santa's little belcher. Yeah, that ain't too shabby either. So yeah, I'm quite impressed, and it's a nice looking spoons. Quite a decent size spoons as well. So yeah, fully functioning hotel and everything still as well. And the carpet. You know what? I quite like that carpet actually. It's not too shabby at all. Spoons, turn the corner and head down the slope. Next one is just in front of me. At the bottom of the slope. Just there. Royal Oak. And as you can see, that is a Timothy Taylor's pub. Now that warms my heart because the Timothy Taylor's pubs are always absolutely top notch, aren't they? So looking forward to this one even more. Now, had good things about it anyway, and I'm sure it's going to be an absolute blinder like they always are. Let's go and get yourself a landlord. It's got that proper old school feel to it. It's got the full Timmy Taylor's range on the cask ales. Landlord Dark. I love a Landlord Dark. It's absolutely superb. But yeah, it's a really nice looking pub. Got a separate dining space, things like that. Big old fireplace and everything as well. Yeah, big fan of this. Full range. Landlord Dark, super beer. Landlord obviously, Noel Spring, Boltmaker, Golden Best. You'll find them all on. So plenty of dining space up onto that side, and a nice looking little bar space and things as well. Dog friendly. There's some dog outhouse rules. But yeah, Timmy Taylor's, whenever you go to Timothy Taylor's pub, they're always pretty special, and this is another really good one. Yeah, nicely presented dining space in front of there as well, and that fireplace. Pretty nice looking at it. Timmy Taylor's don't miss when they do stuff. Make it all nice, really nice. And they've certainly done a trick with this one again. Also got Virtuous and Heart and Soul on the taps as well. Great pub. Timmy Taylor's, once again proving that everything I always say about them is right with what they do. Come out there, see the roll out there, and I'm right here already. The Portly Pig, bottle shop and tap room, craft beer place, dog friendly, cask and craft ales, wines and spirits. Said I was told that this would be one that I would absolutely love, and it's already filling me with confidence. So yeah, Portly Pig is stop 8 so far of Ripon. This was this was suggested to me by several people, saying that this is kind of the Ripon craft beer mecca. It's the craft beer haven of the place, and you will absolutely adore it when you go in, and you won't want to leave. Needless to say, they've hit the nail right on the head again. It is pretty darn good in here. Lovely little place. Additional seating and stuff upstairs as well. Fantastic beer. See for yourself. On here, so it's got 3 cask ales on, plus a Pilsner on there, but some wonderful stuff on the back. There's Daya yonder, all sorts of wonderful stuff, wonderful stuff. But yeah, the can collection in here would keep me going for a long time. Beak, Brew York, Yonder, Fierce, Turning Point. I love Turning Point stuff. Vault City, obviously, but yeah, some lovely merch. What a wonderful little room it is. There's additional seating and stuff upstairs as well, but yeah, this is top notch. Portly Pig is an absolute 10 out of 10. An absolute gem of a craft beer place. And this city, maybe small, but it's beautiful. It's like a mini version of York. All little cobbled streets, look to the view of the cathedral at the end. You ain't going to go wrong with a little city like this. So very much enjoying my little tour of the place so far, and on my way to the other one, like the Portly Pig, that was massively shouted out today. And here it is, the One-Eyed Rat Alehouse. So this and the Portly Pig were the two that were hugely shouted out to me. So it's nice to do them in a row. And if this is even half as good as the Portly Pig, it's going to be something special. So I'm sure it is. Let's get in and see it. Opened at 4, and I'm here about 10 past 4, so not doing too bad. One-Eyed Rat, stop 9. So, not just 2, not just 4, but 6 excellent cask ales on, including several local ones as well. But not just the 6 cask ales either. There is a brilliant little section of craft beer and stuff on there. Kirkstall, Northern Monk, Craven Brew on there. There is a fire going on up here, and I said I did get here just after it opened, hoping that it would be nice and quiet. But you know, with my luck, there's never any such thing as quiet, never any such luck with things like that. And all these gents descended upon it within 2 minutes of it being open. Again, it's the sign of a well-run pub, isn't it? If the second you open, the place is automatically busy, that is the sign of a very, very well-run pub that is very well respected. So I certainly can't quibble for that, but it's a lovely space there. Again, it's a lovely place run by lovely people with fantastic beer. So definitely one I would say come and see for yourselves. Today's recommendation shout-outs have been absolutely spot on. Those last 2 are just a breath of fresh air in the pub world. So there's been a few already around here today, but yeah, those two massively up my street. So the Black Bull was superb. It's just been a really good day so far, and I've got about a minute and a half walk up this same back street before we get to this Golden Lion. Done quite a few Golden Lions now, and they're usually pretty much on point, to be fair. So it's got a nice big beer garden at the back. Apparently it is a Green King sign outside. I wonder if it is a Green King pub or if it's another one of theirs that they just leased the building. All questions will be answered once we get to the front door. Golden Lion next up. I'll get to the bottom of it. So Green King sign, but Green King are selling the place, and the lady running this is in the process of buying it at the moment. So no sign of Green King IPA, no sign of any Green King products, to be fair. So yeah, 6 months ago Green King sold it. By the time they pulled that sign down. But yeah, nice little pub, locals style vibe. 1 cask ale on Timmy Taylor's landlord, and a good vibe. We'll show you around. Timmy Taylor's landlord for me. So gorgeous old pub on a back street. So a little narrow street. Heineken, Guinness, Strombo, Cruz Campo, John Smith's. But yeah, lady is buying the place, and I can't blame her one little bit for buying something as nice as this. What a sweet little boozer. The weather is now thoroughly miserable. Soaking once again, got a cold already, getting absolutely soaked, but we soldier on. I think there are another 5 or 6 to do. So let's carry on. Next one's this. Oh, there you go, with the rain teetering down. My next stop is the White Horse. Nice looking old pub on a busy main road. Let's get out of the rain. Let's go and get yourself a beer. Nicely presented locals place. So it's kind of split into 2 rooms, but it's been opened out. So it would have been 2 rooms. It's now one nice, bright, airy pub. No cask, limited little keg range. Nice landlady, nice people in here again, and just a nice little locals gaff. Yeah, Jack Daniels, because it gets to that part of the day where I'm a little bit beard out. I wanted to have a Jack Daniels. I can hear a pool table around here, so yeah, all open sort of plan these days. But that would have been a separate room back in the day. But yeah, it's very nicely presented. It's clean, tidy, nice people. 5 further minutes in the rain, around past Tesco's. Get to a roundabout, hang a left, and you'll get to Hiss. William IV, aka, of course, the King Billy. So there are 2 just here, and then carry on that way. There is a craft union in the town, but it's not this. So we'll carry on to that. King Billy. King William IV, whatever you want to call it, stop 12. So I'm saying this probably dates to the late 1800s, early 1900s. Now run by Trust Inns, who I've never heard a bad word said about, which means they must be one of the better pubcos. Couple of cask ales on, lovely people in here, fireplace, fire heat in it, and there was a lovely dog who was probably still staring at me. Now he's actually fallen asleep very briefly, because I'm sat right by the dog biscuits. So that's on me, that's entirely my fault, but let me show you around this. A little wonder of this. Look, handsome chap behind the bar. That always brings people in as well. That's why no one watches my videos. There's no handsome chap on the other side of the thing. But look at him. He's woken up. Look, I said dog biscuit, and he's woken up again. Fireplace, big high ceilings, and a really nice vibe and thing to it. But if we have a little wander round to this side, to the second side, it's got a pool table out here as well. So I would definitely put this around late 1800s. See this, look, the old smoke room on this side. It says tavern in the other side, which would have been the room that women weren't permitted in for a long period of time, and a beer garden and stuff out to the back. Not fault the people of Ripon at all. They are lovely, lovely folks. But just round the back of the King Billy is this one, Storehouse Bar and Eatery. So that is literally the Walk with King Billy, just there. Just on the back, you'll find it, and it is stop 14 of the day. Yeah, quite a nice looking, chilled out vibe. Nice looking little place. So the bar and stuff upstairs. You also got this this very nice lower level down here to have a look at. You wander in, you've got this little chill lounge, so to speak, down here, and then the bar up here. That's what I've gone with. Fuzzy Logic, Wensleydale Brewery. But as you can see, it's dog friendly up here. It's got a nice doggies up here. It's a very nice old barn conversion style looking place. 4-minute walk away from the city centre and out to this one, Ripon Inn, which has a bar open to non-residents called the Ale House on it. Look, so the Ripon Inn Ale House. Hey, you put Ale House in anything, and you're going to float my boat and tempt me to wander down, even in the rain. So we are here for the Ripon Inn. Let's go and see what kind of ales it's actually got in the Ale House. That's upsetting. The Ale House bar is closed, but there is another bar around here, around this way, so we'll go to that. It's a very plush, very well-to-do hotel and hotel bar. Atlantic Pale is the only ale on in this side. I don't know if they've got proper ales in the Ale House, but sharps. Anyway, lovely looking place. Yeah, it's very stylish. I should imagine it's priced a well-to-do hotel with yeah, plenty going on. Dining space out that way. Yeah, decent place. Oh, it's got Theakson's Best as well around here. Very well-to-do hotel, and I just had a look at the price of the rooms. Ooh. Yeah, that's why I stick to Travel Lodges and Premier Inns and Wetherspoons. Even Wetherspoons aren't cheap, but hotels a lot of the time. But yeah, very nice, plush-looking hotel. So back to the city centre along this road, and the next one is my craft union. Knew we'd find one. There she is, the Black Swan, affectionately known locally as the mucky duck, like they always are. Every single black swan in the country is basically known as the mucky duck. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? But that is yet another one. Everyone's going, oh, the mucky duck, the mucky duck. So, you know, craft union for us, the Black Swan, stop 15 of the day. What do I love about a craft union pub? I love the vibe, the community spirit, and the people. You always know where you stand with a craft union pub, and this is yeah, exactly the same as that. So a couple of car scales on in this one, and a pub that dates back to the early 1800s, I would say. So a former coaching inn that is pretty beautiful in the way it's been maintained and the way it looks. Let's take on the tour. And as landlord, Wainwright's Amber are on, and all the usual craft union-y type things on, but good little space at the front. So you saw when we were out at the front that there was that old archway, which would have been the old coaching, and then this, if you come down here, would have been where the old stables were. So this would have been the stable block originally, back in the day down here. Now it's got a couple of dartboards, big screens, things like that. It is a decent, that's them turning the music off for me, bless their hearts. But yeah, this all down here would have been all from, you come through the archway, would have been the coaching in, come down this bit. So they've done a really grand job of making it look pretty cool. Craft union run by two lovely ladies. So I'm going to throw the old salt of the earth comment out again. They really are salt of the earth, and they've got the most beautiful little puppy that is going to be the pub dog that I've just had cuddles with, which is why I'm beaming with pride. Yeah, so I love a puppy. So yeah, a top craft union pub. That. Right, 2 to go. So if you wander back down to where I was earlier, where Wetherspoons is, well, I pointed at the lounge, didn't I, earlier? So we might as well do the lounge on our way back to the final stop of the night after that. So up next, this bar here, Claro Lounge, and they're Unicorn Hotel. So I went down there earlier, and I have literally been down there, around, big old loop, all the way around, and then come back this way. So it's no wonder I'm soaked through, isn't it? Anyway, back to the task at hand, Claro Lounge, stop 16 for Ripon. Nice lounge, it's a bit of a rustic vibe to it. It's got exposed stone, exposed brick walls. This is the lower floor where the toilets are. Toilets are downstairs, not upstairs. It's one of those, isn't it? But yeah, you know what? It's a nice little lounge. Got a little additional space down here. And if you've got kids, you will be so inclined. There's a little space for them down here as well. Let's go upstairs. My big garish lampshades up there, they're all around. So garish paintings. When you've been in one lounge, you've seen them pretty much all. But I like them. Left to do the one I didn't open until 5 o'clock, which screwed my route up, messed my day about, and it's meant I've had to get a lot more soaked than I probably needed to. But we won't judge until we get there. So, final pub of the night is this. It is the Magdalens, last stop of the night. So 17 ticks today for Ripon, which has been brilliant. Let's get in and see the final one of the night, and then we can do our little roundup. Magdalens, last stop. I'm in, yay! So that's point number one. But right, they've only been here a couple of weeks. So it's Trust Inns, same as the King Billy is Trust Inns as well. So It's a very beautiful looking place. Again, they've done a wonderful job of maintaining what it looks like. The Christmas decorations are adding a nice bubbly feel to it. 2 cask ales, lovely new landlord and a landlady. So yeah, I would say come up here, give this one a whirl. Final one of the night. So Timmy Taylor's Bolt Maker, Deacon's Best, and a decent little tap mix that Brooklyn Stonewall IPA, big fan of. It is a nice look. You can hide all you like. I'll still find you. I promise you, I'll still find you. New landlady trying to hide from me. That doesn't work. You don't get away with things like that on here. Yeah, nice little pub. Definitely worth coming to see these guys and check into this one out. I've only been here a couple of weeks, and I have high hopes. I guarantee you, it's going to be a good one. So come and see it. That was Ripon. You know what? I thought to myself, it's going to be a bit like Harrogate, a bit like Knaresborough, that sort of vibe, that sort of people. And I wasn't far wrong. It's a beautiful, beautiful little place. The people are salt of the earth, and it is just well worth coming to have a look at and see. Top day, top pubs, ready for a sleep. See you in Chesterfield tomorrow, where I will go through pub number 8,000. God help my liver.